There will come a day when the world will witness what they once called impossible. A day when the same voices that laughed at your dreams, that questioned your choices, that doubted your abilities, will fall silent. You will not need to defend yourself, not with words, not with explanations. Your life, your very being, will speak louder than any argument ever could. Because the truth is this: their disbelief has never defined you. Their doubt has never limited your soul. You have carried a fire within you, a vision that has been quietly growing, unseen, unshaken. While the world whispered impossible, your spirit whispered back, "Watch me." And now take a moment, breathe, feel the pulse of possibility within you. This message is not for the part of you that fears failure. It is not for the part that wants comfort or easy approval. This is a call to the part of your soul that remembers its own power, the part that has been waiting for permission to rise. The journey ahead will not be simple. There will be days of doubt, moments of loneliness, seasons where the weight of the world seems unbearable. But know this: those very challenges are shaping you, refining you, preparing you to step into a reality that others cannot yet imagine. This is not a story about revenge. It is not a story about proving anyone wrong. This is a story about becoming unstoppable, becoming undeniable, becoming the living proof that even the things once labeled impossible can come to life through faith, persistence, and the quiet power of a determined soul. So if you have ever felt underestimated, if you have ever been told your dreams are too big, if you have ever carried the whisper of something extraordinary inside you, listen carefully, because today, that whisper will grow into a roar. Today, that invisible seed you've been nurturing will begin to rise into the light. Prepare yourself, for the world is about to see what you were always capable of. And in this unveiling, you will remember, the impossible was never a boundary. It was simply a test of your courage, your resilience, and your unwavering faith. Let's be honest, doubt is heavy. It creeps into your mind slowly, quietly, like a shadow that follows every step you take. The heaviest kind of doubt is not the one spoken by strangers, but the one whispered by those closest to you, the ones whose words once carried trust, love, and hope. You can't. It's too big for you. Don't be unrealistic. Every time you hear these words, it can feel like the air is being pulled out of your lungs, like the weight of the world rests on your shoulders. And sometimes, if you let it, those voices can seep into your own thoughts until you start questioning your own worth, your own potential, your own dreams. But here is the truth you must never forget. Their doubt is a reflection of their own limitations, not yours. What they fail to see is not your failure. It is the magnitude of your vision, the strength of your spirit, the depth of your determination. Remember this: the universe does not require approval from anyone to guide your path. Your soul knows what it is capable of. Your dreams, even if invisible to others, are real and sacred. Doubt only has power if you allow it to define you. If you hold on to your vision quietly, steadfastly, without needing validation, you are already moving beyond their limitations. Sometimes, the world will label your ambitions as impossible simply because they cannot yet comprehend them. They will try to paint your journey in shades of fear and uncertainty. But you must remember that your inner fire, the quiet knowing inside you, has already seen what is possible. That voice within is louder, stronger, and infinitely more reliable than all the external disbelief combined. Do not apologize for dreaming. Do not hide your fire for fear of judgment. Let their doubt be the wind that tests your flame, not the hand that extinguishes it. For every time you feel the heaviness of doubt pressing down, let it remind you, you are carrying something extraordinary, something unseen, something that is already growing in the depths of your soul. And one day, when you stand in the light of your own becoming, when the impossible unfolds before your eyes, you will understand that doubt was never the barrier. Doubt was merely the mirror that reflected the strength you already possessed. Their disbelief could never stop what was destined to rise. Inside you, there is a seed, a quiet, unseen spark that holds the blueprint of your extraordinary potential. It may be small now, hidden beneath layers of fear, doubt, or the noise of the world. But even when invisible to the eye, it is alive. It is growing. Many overlook the power of a seed. They see only its fragility, its tiny form, its uncertainty. But they forget that even the mightiest tree began as something imperceptible, something easily dismissed. What seems insignificant today holds the promise of tomorrow's greatness. And the same is true for your dreams. This seed inside you is your vision, your calling, your purpose. It has not appeared by accident, nor is it a mere fantasy. The universe planted it there, deep within your soul, because it knows your capacity. It knows what you are capable of becoming. And though you may question it, procrastinate on it, or feel unworthy of it at times, the seed does not question you. It waits patiently, nurtured by your faith, resilience, and unwavering courage. Growth takes time. It takes darkness, silence, and hidden effort. The roots form unseen, anchoring the seed firmly into your being. Your mind, your heart, your actions, all are part of this subtle, sacred cultivation. The journey is invisible, but every choice, every struggle, every moment you hold on to hope, nourishes what is growing inside. And here is the paradox of creation. It must begin small. It must be hidden from the world until it is strong enough to rise. If you try to force it to bloom before its time, it risks breaking. But if you protect it, feed it with patience and belief, it will grow with power, with purpose, with inevitability. So honor the seed within you. Speak to it gently, yet persistently. Protect it from the cynicism of others. Water it with discipline, light it with clarity, and let it feel your unwavering commitment. Because the moment it awakens fully, the same world that doubted you, the same voices that called it impossible, will bear witness to a life they could never have imagined. You are not small. Your dreams are not fragile. The seed within you carries the weight of destiny, the essence of your soul, and the unstoppable power of what is yet to come. Trust it, nurture it, believe in it. And one day, you will see the invisible miracle you've been tending blossom into reality. Every soul chosen for something greater must walk through seasons of tests. These are the times when the path seems uncertain, the weight unbearable, and the world silent. Loneliness stretches long and cold. Rejection may sting repeatedly. Delays may make you question your worth. It can feel like the universe has turned its back, leaving you to navigate storms alone. But hear this clearly, these seasons are not punishments. They are preparation. They are the universe's way of molding your spirit into something unbreakable. Just as iron must endure fire to become steel, so must your courage and faith be refined through challenge. In these moments when the nights feel longest and hope seems faint, remember that growth is invisible. You may not see it, but every tear, every struggle, every moment you choose to rise instead of surrender, is weaving resilience into your soul. These trials are the crucible that transforms potential into power, weakness into strength, hesitation into unwavering certainty. The world tests diamonds with pressure. The universe tests those destined to shine with time, patience, and challenges. Each test has a lesson. Each obstacle is a teacher. And each time you persevere, you prove to yourself, beyond any doubt, that your spirit is not fragile. It is in these seasons that your character is formed, your vision is sharpened, and your determination is hardened. The pain, the struggle, the silence, they are not signs of failure. They are proof that you are being prepared for something far greater than the world has dared to imagine. So when doubt presses against you, when delay tests your patience, when rejection threatens your faith, remember, These are the moments that separate the ordinary from the extraordinary. Every hero, every visionary, every person who has achieved what was once thought impossible has passed through similar seasons of testing. Trust in the timing. Trust in the process. Trust in the seed you've been nurturing. For every test endured, every hardship embraced, every moment of quiet persistence brings you closer to the day when the impossible will unfold before your eyes, and the world will finally see what you were capable of all along. There comes a sacred moment in every journey, a moment so profound that it changes the way you see everything. It is not announced with fanfare. It does not arrive on a schedule you can predict. But when it comes, you will feel it deep in your bones, in the quiet center of your soul. It is the moment when the pain that once weighed you down becomes fuel for your ascent. The tears you shed in solitude transform into prayers of strength and clarity. The hours spent waiting, doubting, and questioning turn into lessons of patience, resilience, and understanding. This is the moment when you stop fighting for validation from others. You no longer need to prove yourself to the voices that doubted you, to the hands that tried to push you down, or to the minds that could not yet comprehend your vision. Because in this moment, you begin to prove to yourself, beyond any shadow of doubt, that you are capable, that you are ready, and that you are unstoppable. The shift is subtle, yet undeniable. It might begin as a quiet clarity during meditation, a sudden alignment of opportunity, or a spark of courage in the midst of fear. It feels like the universe is finally whispering, "You are ready. Step forward." In this moment, the impossible starts to look possible. Barriers begin to dissolve. Paths you could not see before appear illuminated, as if the cosmos itself has decided to clear the way for you. And you realize that the trials, the loneliness, the doubt, they were all preparation for this exact point in time. Here your vision no longer trembles with uncertainty. Your purpose no longer wavers. Your spirit rises with a quiet yet unyielding strength. The energy that once seemed distant now flows through you effortlessly, guiding your every step, every decision, and every breath. This is the moment of shift, the pivot point where your story begins to change, where the seed you nurtured bursts quietly into light, where persistence turns into momentum, and where faith transforms into action. From this moment forward, the world will begin to witness the unstoppable force you have always been destined to become. Remember, the shift does not happen for those who wait passively. It comes to those who have endured, who have trusted, who have held the flame of their vision even when all seemed lost. And when it comes to you, it will feel like the universe itself has conspired to honor your persistence, your courage, and the undeniable power of your soul. Real transformation rarely happens under the spotlight. True power is not built in applause, but in silence. Every moment you choose discipline over distraction, every choice to show up when no one is watching, is a step toward the extraordinary. These are the hours when your soul grows stronger, when your vision gains clarity, and when the impossible begins to take root. The world may not notice your efforts. The critics may remain indifferent. Even your closest companions might fail to see the depth of your labor. But remember this: the universe sees the seed you have been nurturing, the energy you have been investing, the persistence you have maintained. All of it is creating an invisible momentum, a force that will eventually break through every wall that once seemed unmovable. It is during these quiet, unobserved hours that character is forged. Resilience takes root. Courage grows wings. Patience sharpens into power. The small, consistent acts of faith and effort may seem insignificant day by day, but in the grand design of destiny, they are monumental. The silent work requires courage, not just action. Courage to remain steadfast when results are not immediate. Courage to believe in a vision no one else can see. Courage to trust the unseen and continue moving forward, even in solitude. Know this: Success built in secrecy is stronger than success built in recognition. The momentum gained in quiet persistence is unstoppable. And when the time comes, when the moment of revelation arrives, all of the silent labor, all of the unnoticed effort will erupt into reality. You will stand, and the world will finally see what you have been creating in the shadows. Every doubt they cast, every voice that said you cannot, will pale in comparison to the undeniable proof of your becoming. So keep going, keep showing up, keep tending to the invisible work with unwavering commitment. The fire you fuel in silence is the very force that will illuminate your path and manifest the reality that once seemed impossible. Your quiet perseverance today is the roar of your unstoppable self tomorrow. This is the sacred practice of mastery. This is the invisible work that transforms dreams into destiny. Do it with faith. Do it with patience. And one day, the world will see the power you have cultivated in the silence. And then, one day, without warning, the breakthrough arrives. Not in the way you expected, not at the exact moment you had hoped for. It doesn't announce itself with grandeur or fanfare. It comes quietly, subtly, almost as if the universe is saying, "You were ready long before you knew it." You may have felt stuck for years, trapped by circumstances, weighed down by doubt, delayed by challenges, and overlooked by the world. But the very persistence, the silent effort, and the unyielding faith you carried through all the darkness. It has been aligning every element, orchestrating a moment you could never have planned. Suddenly, doors open that once seemed permanently closed. Opportunities appear in places you had not imagined. People who doubted or dismissed you now witness your rise with astonishment. What was invisible begins to manifest. What was impossible begins to take shape. And yet, this breakthrough is more than external achievement. It is an internal revelation. You realize that every struggle, every lonely night, every moment of waiting was preparing you for this. The breakthrough is proof that you were never powerless, that you were always growing, always capable, and always worthy. In this moment, you stand as the living embodiment of perseverance and faith. The very energy that fueled your unseen labor now radiates outward, touching everything around you. Others may be amazed, but you know the truth. The real triumph has always been within. The breakthrough is a mirror. It reflects the strength you cultivated in silence, the resilience you built through trials, the clarity you honed in stillness, and the courage you discovered in doubt. What was once a whisper of possibility in your heart has now become undeniable reality. Do not let this breakthrough only be an end. Let it also be a beginning of even greater vision, a deeper understanding of your own potential, and a renewed trust in the power of the universe working in your favor. And when the world looks on, amazed by what they once called impossible, remember, it was never about proving them wrong. It was about proving yourself right, about honoring the quiet work, the patience, and the faith that guided you through every shadow. This is your breakthrough, unexpected, inevitable, unstoppable, and it is only the beginning of everything you are capable of becoming. And now, you arrive at the place every journey has been preparing you for, the place where your life becomes undeniable evidence of what is possible. You no longer need to argue, no longer need to explain, no longer need to justify your dreams. Every step you have taken, every challenge you have endured, every moment you chose faith over fear, it all culminates in this. You are the living proof that what others called impossible was never a limit on your soul. Their disbelief, their skepticism, their doubt, it never had the power to stop you. It only illuminated the magnitude of what you were about to achieve. Look at yourself, witness the transformation, the struggles, the sacrifices, the silent work. They were not in vain. Every scar, every sleepless night, every tear shed in solitude. They have become symbols of strength, markers of resilience, and testimonies of unwavering perseverance. And in this realization, you also understand a deeper truth. The world's opinion was never your measure. Your worth was never tied to approval, validation, or recognition. Your life, your choices, your courage, these are the proof. The proof that destiny does not bend to disbelief, but rises to meet courage. From this moment on, you are no longer a student of doubt. You are a master of your own becoming. Others may marvel, some may envy, some may finally understand. But their perceptions matter little, because your vision, your purpose, and your spirit are now self-evident. And this living proof is not just for yourself. It is a beacon for others. A silent reminder to every soul who has ever been told they are not enough, too small, or incapable. Greatness begins quietly, grows patiently, and reveals itself inevitably. So carry this truth. The impossible was never real, only the limitations that others believed. You are beyond those limitations. You are the manifestation of dreams nurtured with faith, patience, and relentless persistence. Stand tall, walk boldly, shine brightly. Your life is the evidence, the testament, the miracle others once doubted. And as you move forward, you carry not only your own triumph, but the inspiration for every soul that will follow your path. This is your time. This is your becoming. And in every moment from now, you will embody the living proof that the impossible is only a word, never a reality, when your spirit refuses to surrender. Now take a deep breath and feel it, the totality of your journey, from the seed you planted to the living proof you have become. Every step, every struggle, every silent effort has led you to this point. And the truth is simple, yet profound. You are unstoppable. You have walked through doubt, nurtured the seed of your vision, endured tests, embraced the shift, committed to the silent work, experienced the breakthrough, and now you stand as the embodiment of what was once thought impossible. You are the living proof that destiny always favors those who refuse to surrender. The world may never fully understand the depth of your journey. Many may marvel, some may envy, some may question. But their opinions are no longer relevant, because you have discovered the one voice that matters, the voice within that has guided you all along. It is the voice of courage, of resilience, of unwavering faith. It is the voice of your soul. Remember this: the impossible only exists where fear, doubt, or limitation reign. You have proven that these are not walls, but thresholds to cross. You have proven that persistence, patience, and inner faith create realities that cannot be denied. And as you move forward, the life you manifest will continue to inspire, to awaken, and to remind the world that anything is possible when the spirit refuses to yield. So carry this with you, not as a trophy, but as a compass. Continue to nurture your vision. Continue to rise above challenges. Continue to act from the place of truth inside you. Let your life be the constant affirmation that the universe supports those who are willing to endure, to believe, and to become. This is your time. This is your becoming. This is your legacy in motion. And when you reflect upon all you have accomplished, know this: you did not simply survive the impossible. You mastered it. You transformed it. You turned what once was a whisper of potential into a symphony of undeniable reality. Stand in your power, honor your journey, and move forward with unwavering certainty. The world is now your witness, and your life is the eternal proof that the impossible is never final, only a challenge awaiting a soul brave enough to rise.